users. So this is a 3-part tutorial on the money request procedure for this year. 3 parts because there will be the budget plans, budget requests, and reimbursement requests. So what are these? As you can see here in the table, this is basically a summary of the situations and requirements needed for you to do these specific money request procedures. I'll just try to summarize these 3 really quick before we go in depth to each one. So first, the budget plans. These happen at the start of the year, and these are basically your initial budget projections. It is the VP or ASEC that is mostly in charge of this. Next is your budget requests. These happen naman during the year and from further budget projections. So what this means is that if you are, for example, planning a project or an event and a specific expense revenue transaction happens, then you would have to file a budget request if ever you need some more money that wasn't stated in your initial budget plan. And the last is the reimbursement request. These happen during the year and it's only for urgent and justified needs for money. So, yun, if it happens less than 10 days before the project or the event that you would need a specific amount of money, you would have to submit a reimbursement request, and if it is approved, you would have to spend for this expense first and be reimbursed later on. So now let's go in depth. Plan. I'll be talking about what is the budget plan first, and then next is a tour of the budget plan document and also how to use it. So first, what is the budget plan? So this budget plan sheet is presented to the VPs and ASECs at the beginning of the semester to note down their budget projection and financial needs. The dates in which the money will be needed will also be specified in the budget plans, and these will be noted by the Fin VP and the Associate Secretary. So just a quick tour of this document. You can see here that the first tab we're on is the summary tab. It will basically show the total projections that you have for the revenue, expenses, and the profit of each committee. The next tab is the example tab, just to provide an example for the VPs and ASECs who will be using this to input the data regarding their budget or projections. As you can see here, there are the specific columns and also the total revenue and total expenses based on the data input, and also instructions on how to use it. After that, there will be tabs for each standing committee and also the executive committee for any spendings or any budget plans that they have for the rest of the year that don't fall under the specific standing committees. So now I want to talk about how to use the how to use the document. So I'll be looking at my flowchart and just explaining to you how to use this. So first, at the start of the SEM, you'll be filling up the budget plan sheet. Looking here at the example tab, you can see that you will need these information. So you need the subcommittee, project, date needed, description, quantity, unit price if it is a revenue or expense, and the notes. So I will try to explain it based on the row. So for example, we're looking at the first row. So reviewer printing. I project that while planning for Get Set, there will be need for printing reviewers. So first subcommittee will be NTREP events. As you can see here, in the drop down, it will be already specified per committee. So NTREP events. And next would be the project. So project will also be specified. So under NTREP events, it will be Get Set. And next, you have to specify the date in which the money will be needed. So as I see here, it will be July 2. And next is the description. So for description, I hope that we are all as specific as possible, not too wordy, but very specific, so that if we have to backtrack and talk about the specific budget needed, we will be aware of what it is. The next is the quantity. So quantity and unit price are very important. So for example, if I plan on printing 100 reviewers for the unit price expected of 18 pesos, you will have to put it separately, and it will be automatically calculated in the subtotal column. So no edits will be made in the subtotal column. Next after that will be the revenue or expense column. So our revenue, E expense. It is very important also for you to note down if the projected funds there will be a revenue or expense. And the last column will be the notes. The notes is just to note any information that wasn't taken into account by the other columns provided. So for example, if you want to note who will be handling these funds or what will you be using them for in addition to the description, you can note them down there. So this will be available for all the standing committee tabs, and also the Execom tab. So the procedure, after you fill up the budget plan sheet at the beginning of the semester, the VP or ASEC for Finn, so that would be me, Samu, or Dave, will be taking note of the date specified. So 10 days before the specified date, we will be notifying the specific committee VPs about the budget that you initially stated. So 10 days before, or at least 10 days before. And then the committee VPs will then confirm the amount needed as per the budget plans, the initial budget plans that you set at the start of the year. And after that, Finn, me, or Dave will provide you with the money as specified. So yes, that is basically it. To summarize again for the budget plan, it's for the start of the year. It will be maintained or handled rather by the VP and ASECs of each of the committees and also Execom if possible. And then after all the data has been input at the start of the year, during the year, 10 days before the dates supplied here in the budget plan, the Fin VP and Fin ASEC may be contacting the committee VPs to confirm the budget needed. And if it is confirmed, the money will be given to you within those 10 days. So yes, if you have any more questions regarding this, just message me, Samu, or Dave, and we'll try to address your concern as soon as possible. So for the next part of the tutorial, it will be more about the budget requests. Thank you for watching!